So I thought I would just do a little mini vlog of Dato at Avenel. Um, so I didn't really, we only recorded really some warm ups and the actual phases. We didn't actually record anything else really. Oh, anyway, so Brittany had a wedding on this weekend, so I ended up taking Dato to Avenel for his fourth 65 horse trials. Here we are warming up for our dressage. He was a bit naughty in that canter transition, but he's going all right. I was actually really happy with how he warmed up. He felt really good. He was a good boy, and he wasn't too lazy because Dato can get very off the leg, as you will see in the test. So we're just cruising along, warming up. I have no idea what I'm asking, so don't even ask me. Obviously, I asked for a canter transition there. My leg moves too much on this horse. I think it's because I got spurs on, so I'm a bit wary. Whereas on Ziggy, I had to have my leg constantly like touching him, so my leg was a lot more stiller. But I am going to have to fix that up looking at this. And my reins could have been shorter. My reins could have been shorter. There, he was just falling behind the leg, so I had to kick him forward. Definitely could have been longer. Shorter. Fuck, I keep saying that. But yeah, not long now, and we will be going into our dressage test. I would say. I don't know if I should put music. Oh, here we go. So here we are in our dressage test. So just you guys remember the last time I did a dressage test was on Ziggy, and Ziggy was very difficult to get through a dressage test because he was so tense. So I'd literally be like, just get through the test, just get through the test, because I didn't know how to deal. So it was nice to have a horse that actually cooperated in a test. So up the center line, he looks pretty good. I got to watch those quarters going out to the left though. He's a bit looky, but I can catch him. Now I do not balance him around this corner, so you watch, he'll just fall straight down. See? Yep, that was my own fault around that turn. No balance whatsoever. Now he starts to get lazy in the ring, hence the kicking. And I've dropped my whip, so I don't have my whip because I don't know if you're allowed to take a whip or not. I just assume you're not. You see how those quarters keep going out to the left? I have to watch that if I ever do a test on him again. Now our canter transitions, he's not off my leg, and I'm like, come on, and hence that. I'm actually surprised I got him to canter because I didn't think I was going to get him to canter. He was just so behind the leg, and I'm like, come on, mate, come on. He's a bit looky, but he's pretty good. You know, this is a 65 test, so they don't have to be fantastic. It's like the lowest grade. But I was pretty happy with him. He came back. We'd been working on our downwards canter transitions because Brittany said he'd keep coming above the bit. So you really got to push him down, like forward into those downwards transitions to keep him forward and on the bit. We didn't score very well for our walk, and I actually didn't think it was that bad when I was on his back, but now I can see in the video, and he does need to lower his head a lot more. But I mean, like, I'm pretty sure he's over tracking, is he? Yeah, he's over tracking, so that's something at least. And then we pick it up, ready to start trotting. I say no, not yet. So he was about to. And then we trot here, good transition. Go around. Nice circle. Try and stop him falling on the forehand. Catch him before he lifts. Now we do a really nice canter transition coming up, and I was so excited we got a nice canter transition so that you will see what happens. Wait for it. It's really nice, and then whoops. At least it was only for a couple strides that he fell out. I don't even think the judges really noticed because they didn't say anything on the test. But yeah, I was a bit happy that I got him and I stopped riding him. Took my leg off. Don't do that, Danica. That was a really nice downwards transition. I was really happy with that. And this is always hard, that. They've come from a canter to a trot to a half 10-metre circle up the centre line. And then quarters again. Look at those quarters. Stop. Oh, you can see me try and push the quarters back. At least he stops square. His quarters are just to the left. But I was just super happy with him. I could actually ride a test properly, and we ended up coming 9th out of 30 something. Out of 30 something. So I was happy with that.
And then he drank again while I was like,
Hi, Dato. Hi, tasty boy. Good dressage pose. Go, Dato. What a floaty trot. Just in the warm up for cross country. Dan's done her like super quick course walks. Oh, good boy, Dato.
And we're getting down to the last two riders in Division 1.
Yeah, watching some
And we'll be
horses go
moving on
through
with
the
Division
water.
2, so an early call for Division 2 riders to report to the warm-up area. As we see a rider 329 now on course.
Boy,
And I don't know who it is. It's not on my list.
Oh,
326.
Dato having a
This is
walk.
Rita Devon.
Looking
And
very
Rita is
relaxed.
riding Velvet Moon.
Good job, Dato.
So here we are for cross country. So Dato has competed at 3 events and has not got around a cross country course. So first one he stopped at jump 2 and Brittany fell off. She was very angry about that. Second one he stopped at the water and wouldn't go through the water. Ooh, clear over jump 1. And then the third one he stopped at a ditch and he wouldn't go over the ditch. She didn't even get to the water because the water was after the ditch. So here I am. I had a plan, which I will explain. But he's very gawky, looking a bit, but he starts to get a rhythm a bit further on in the course. And you will see him stop. You ready? Whoop! I have no idea. I didn't even feel that come in. He was like, good, and then he was like, no, and I was just too slow to react properly to it. But they did have cricket playing on the right-hand side in an oval, like near that jump. And I'm not sure if he was gawking at the cricket because there was nothing about that jump. Like he just jumped 2 jumps similar to that jump. That was weird about that jump. So see the cricket ground, and there's people in there. But then he jumps this one really nicely, and that's literally next to the cricket ground. So I'm not sure what happened there, but bad Danica for bad riding. And that cost us 20, but I mean, we're doing 65 and this is training, so we weren't fussed about our score. I thought he would gawk at the white jumps because he gawked at the white jumps when we were training, but he actually was really good. Tackled them as super. Then I let him canter. He actually started to enjoy the cantering and started to take me to jumps. And then he got close to the jumps and was a bit like, oh, I don't know. But it was quite fun. It was fun not having that pressure too. Like 2-star jumps are big jumps. These are like baby little jumps. So it was nice to just not be like worry about the size of things. Look at him go. What a good man. He's such a skinny short neck. And I don't remember what jump we're up to, but we pop over. Whoop! Oh yes, that was our mini ditch and brush. There was a little ditch in front of that brush, but he was really good about it. And then, oh yep, up. That was really good. I was super happy with that. He tackled that perfectly. And then is it the water next? So this was my plan, because he's had issues with water. I just yelled out to the judges, train in, and I really, really took him into the water a lot. Like so there was 2 waters on this course, and we spent nearly 2 minutes going in and out the water. See, I was so that would have been a stop if I'd gone through the flags, but I didn't. And then I just patted him and let him stand and just walked him around. Really casual, really chill. Just be like, yep, that's a good boy. Get his confidence up. And then I think I go back in the water. I go out and then in, because I just want him confident. So water will never be an issue in the future, hopefully. And then we trot around to the flags. I don't know if P cuts this off or not. Nope. And then we just pop into the water. See how good that was? I was super happy with that. And trots through it. I love when they trot through water. They lift their legs so high. And then we just pop over the next jump. And I was really happy with that. Whoop. Now, yeah. So P had to pause the video and run to the other side of the course. So we've just done a heap of jumps, and he was all clear over all of them. Some awkward, like he kept get a half stride into jumps when I thought he would take off. Like he had nice takeoff spots, but he's just not very confident yet, but he will get there. Like this was drop back to a trot. This was a spooky looking jump, he thought. And now this other water that we're about to do was horrendous, this one. Like, so many horses in the young horse class had stopped in this water because there was like heaps of reeds and stuff that you can sort of see. And even though they'd been clear through the other water, they all stopped and wouldn't go through this water. And then some of them that paddled, they like just kind of went straight through and then went and reapproached. And it was a horrible entrance. The whole jump was just horrible. And so I was like, no, you know what? I'm going to really walk him through. So I walked him through the reeds, got his feet all up into it. And when we wanted to go through the water, he was like, okay. So I was stoked with that. But you see why we got our time. Because there was a lot of time in the water. Just chilling and getting his feet wet. And we don't, like, where we are in Australia, good job, good boy, and that was beautiful. There's nowhere you can really practice water jumps. Like, we're dry here. It's really hard. And no one ever wants to fill their water jumps up. Anyway, now we're show jumping, obviously. I'm in the warm-up. Oh my God, the warm-up was chaos. I tried to jump this oxer like 3 or 4 times and I just kept getting cut off. And I was like getting really shitty. I think I get cut off again, do I? Oh, then he disunites. He had a little, like, fix your legs up. He wasn't going to fix them up. So I was like, fine, I'll trot. And then I'm like, I can't get to the oxer. And had a whinge. I think I finally get there. Ready? Yay. Anyway, we're about to go into the ring. So here we are, our show jumping round. So happy with him. He was just so perfect. Like, yeah. And just excuse his legs. He's really like balanced. So if he disunites or he counter canters, it really doesn't bother me because he can sort his legs out. And these jumps are babies. So but he starts off really good. Second jump, beautiful. And it's a bit of a weird course too. Third jump, really nice. There's like this weird turn here to come back onto 4. Good boy. This is where then he disunites, and I'm like, nah, you can figure your feet out. You'll be right. You're a pony. Jumps 5 to 6. So good. And then 7A, 7B. Really nice. Knocks that first one with his back feet though, because he got a bit lazy and flat. Probably my fault actually. I pushed him a bit more. Yeah, I fixed his legs up then because it felt weird. And then yeah, so we ended up coming like way down the field because we got I don't know, like 60 or 70 penalties on cross country. But I was so happy with him. So yay, go us.